Okay, this is a review of a recent heat pump installation in a Hyper Engineering soft start kit that we've recommended for this particular install. The customer has always had a heat pump on this side of their house for at least the last 25 years, but the equipment has been installed on this side of the house where there is a bedroom, and they were complaining about excessive noise issues from their old system, especially upon startup whenever the system would come on. That initial noise, the soft from the lock rotor amps, when the compressor first kicks on, was so excessive that it would wake people up in the middle of the night. So they wanted, with this new installation, to have the sound mitigated as much as possible. Of course, we did put some upgrades here, installed a compressor blanket. Of course, that should always be your first thing if you have a customer that has some noise issues. Installed a compressor blanket on there, and also this particular condenser, this nice Ameristar unit, does come standard with a whisper fan. So that probably shaved a good 10 decibels off the overall noise of this condenser unit. And then to mitigate that initial startup noise, that growling noise that it makes when it first kicks on, installed the Hyper Engineering soft start kit. This kit is not difficult to put on. It takes roughly about 10 minutes to wire into the existing circuitry. And the function of this box is to actually basically slowly kick the compressor on as opposed to just instantly. Greatly reduces the startup amps. Now, this is a 4-ton condenser unit. I would normally expect to see it when it first kicks on. I want my amp meter to pull at least 100 amps when it first comes on, and then kick down to about 14 amps as it's cruising along. That's what we would normally expect. But with the Hyper Engineering soft start kit, it should just slowly bring that compressor on. And from what I understand, it'll go ahead and kick the fan on first, and then after a couple seconds, just slowly ramp up the compressor. So this is the first test. Fortunately, this customer has a wireless thermostat, a Honeywell Pro 8000 with RedLink. We are seeing a glare here, so I'm going to try to move this so we don't get a glare. I'll just go and turn this up, and then we'll watch and see what happens. Okay, here we go. I'm going to run that for another 15 seconds so we can see what it does. Just slowly creeps on up from here. Alright, I'd say that's probably good. We're right up to about 14 amps now. I just turned the system off. So you can see there with the soft start kit, the startup amperage kicked up to almost 40 amps there for half a second, and then it just kind of slowly came up. That roaring noise that it makes normally has been almost eliminated. The compressor sounded a lot nicer as it was coming on there, and surely that significantly reduced the start of noise. So the soft start kits definitely have their uses. They're probably not needed for every single installation out there, but If you have a heat pump unit that's, closer to a bedroom, and the customer's complaining about hearing, that initial startup noise and it's driving them nuts, throw a soft start kit in there and that should make a huge difference for them. I can tell in this case we definitely cut the noise down by a good half there. So I'd say that was well worth it. Anyway, this is James with Allied Furnace and AC. If you have any questions or want to hire Allied for any work, our number is 206-604-0092. And I hope you have a good day.